Homestuck. There we go. I was in Narnia, bro. I was out there in fucking no man's land. Ham steak. No. No. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing today on this wonderful Tuesday? It's Tuesday, isn't it?
I'd post an image of Act 4, but somebody doctored the photo.
Say that again?
Yeah, I got the Frisk shirt on. The misprint Frisk shirt. The rare misprint shirt that they sold for like a week. I had to hop on that when they showed that. I don't wear this one very often, but it's comfy as fuck, so. Only problem is it kind of makes me look like a fucking brick. Yo, what's up, Flat Shark? Hope you're doing well. How's life treating for you? Everything perfect? Better than it was. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you all. Yes, we're back with more Homestuck. Stuck at home. Homestuck.
I liked my sub message last month. Wish I had something funnier than 24.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah.
I thought of something funnier than 24.
Let me hear it.
25. Yo. See, John, thank you for the 25 months. Appreciate you. I got my first kiss recently. Is your username? Oh my god, is your username Disbelief
Hello
Papyrus?
to all who are stuck in a way that possibly borders on the titular.
It's Disbelief Papyrus, but it's spelled D-I-H-S Belief. That might be the only time I've ever laughed at that. Holy fuck. That might be the first DIH joke I've ever laughed at. Good work. I'm very proud. Pat yourself on the back. You've done it. It's the first joke of that variety I've actually found funny. Yo, Chaos Set, thank you for the gifts up to them as well. Also, yo, Puppy Wisp, thank you for the 2 months. Rough.
Finally I catch a Homestuck stream. Hi from France and bye to my sleeping schedule.
Yo, Full Metal Max, thank you for the 5 months. And hello, French. I thought Shay was a he, they. I was like 2 years ago. Yeah, he, they arc was like, that was like 2 genders ago. You gotta keep up. Instead of sir or miss, are there any other formal titles? I'm fine with sir. Sir is okay. I actually don't like MX very much. A lot of people like default to that, which is fine. I understand, but I don't really like it that much personally. Just for me anyway. My bad? No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Totally fine. Look, I'm fully aware people are gonna mess up, and that's totally okay. What about Sire? Sire kind of goes hard. Hi, Shay. Will not stay for long as I don't care for Homestuck. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Not even sticking around. To say hi to your bestie. Unfucking believable. Hi, Ellie. I hope you're doing well. My liege goes crazy. I definitely prefer Gataron over Cherry MX. We talking mechanical keyboards here? Does he, they work? No, I just use they, them. I didn't have to come at all, SMH. Okay, fair enough. Wanted to let you know you possibly influenced me realizing I'm non-binary yesterday, so thanks for that. You're welcome. Hey, you made the discovery. I'm not gonna take any credit. I'm just here to have fun. Prototype your flag, but iron it first. I'm not ironing. Why would you want to straighten a pride flag? All right, the creases are part of the experience, and also because I couldn't figure out a way to. I don't actually own an iron, so that's on the list of things to buy. Listen, guys, if I was gonna prototype anything in this room to be my kernel sprite, you know who it has to be. You know exactly what's happening here. Come on. Don't be ridiculous. If there's anything in the room that becomes that gets prototyped into my kernel sprite, it's meme the game. Prototype the Spamton plush? Oh god, that'd get me killed. No, do the Jimbo plush. Do the Harlequin reference. You look extra femby today. Thank you. If for some godforsaken reason you owned a straight pride flag, would you iron it? Okay. Even if I was straight.
10 years of Toby Fox being the GOAT.
Like, can we talk about this? Like, even if I was straight, I would not own a straight pride flag. Not because it's not something to be proud of, but because the flag is fucking ugly. Like, what exactly were they cooking with the black and white looking like prison stripes, bro? They look like they're behind bars. They look like they got bars except without the bars. Prison inmate pride, exactly. Fucking Alcatraz pride flag. Like, what in the world are we doing? Wait, I thought it was black and orange. No, you're thinking of the super straight thing. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Anybody remember that? that was like 3 years ago now, right? Nice auto mod. What got hit with auto mod? Oh, Stream Pride. Hold on. Amazing. Oh, every once in a while, Automod gives me a good laugh. The deep state is after me. Yeah, the fucking deep state of the Netherlands. The Nether. Did you watch the Homestuck pilot? I did. I guess we can talk about that proper now. I've talked about it a couple times, but everybody in the YouTube comments on the VODs kept asking me too. So. Homestuck pilot. I did watch it. My thoughts on it are as follows. Animation, very, very good. Liked the animation a lot. For the most part, I liked the voice direction. I thought Toby Fox did a actually very good job as John Egbert. You can tell he's very familiar with the source material. Everybody else, pretty good. I thought they got Rose pretty much down pat correctly. Maybe Jade was a little bit too energetic, but I get it for like the medium they're going for. Dave is not deadpan enough in my opinion. When I read the comic personally, I like read him immediately as being kind of like more deadpan. Like, it's kind of like, dude, that's fucking rad, man. That's fucking awesome. That's rad. But in the show, they've kind of got him all like a little bit more like, yeah, man, that's totally fucking radical. And it's like, it's a little bit, maybe a little extra. But Animation was good. My issue with it was that it was an 11-minute pilot, and the pacing, we had Coco Melon type pacing, is what I refer to it as. Now, they've already talked about how when this series gets made proper, pilots in general have kind of gone through a transformation over the past 20 years. I've been paying attention to animation, where originally a pilot was just like an 11-minute thing as you would create as a proof of concept. It didn't fall into the actual like progression of the show at all. But as time has gone on, a lot of indie projects have their pilot is basically just their episode 1. That won't be the case for this Homestuck thing, though. They're going to remake the whole episode again. This was just kind of a proof of concept, like an old school pilot. Like if you've ever watched the SpongeBob pilot or the Avatar pilot, you know. Because they definitely need more time, more spacing. The pacing was just crazy. And I'd assume for somebody who hadn't actually read Homestuck, it was like, whoa, what is happening? You need more time to explain concepts and explain the characters and show the characters just interacting with each other, you know? But yeah, so I won't hold, I don't think it's an issue necessarily, man. Obviously, with the pilot just judging it on its own, yes, obviously the pacing was insane, but like, that's not going to be a problem that plagues the entire show. That's just a pilot-specific problem. But it was kind of jarring when I was watching it. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's slow it down just a little bit here. Again, the animation was good. Character designs were on point. Everything looked like it was supposed to. Writing-wise was fine. Maybe they swore just a little bit too much, but it wasn't too ridiculous compared to the source material. And I won't lie, it was a little entertaining hearing Toby Fox swear like that. It was kind of funny. I did laugh at it. Little fucking monsters! I switched side because the straight flag is arse and the other flags are better. We found the person who picks their sexuality not based on how they feel, but how good the flag looks. Mood board based sexuality. The pansexuals are fucked. Hey, I kind of like that flag. I don't know. It's like, I feel about it. Listen, not to toot my own horn, but I think we picked a pretty good one. I like ours. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Homestuck pilot. That'll be cool to see more. I know as soon as the character started swearing, a lot of people were like, guys, it's written by Vivzy Pop. She actually had nothing to do with it. It's just her studio, that's all. As far as I'm aware, she actually has no authority on the writing. It's all Andrew Hussey and Toby Fox, actually, who's listed as an executive producer. I didn't see that coming. My only issue is with Dave using modern slang. It feels like they're trying to, like... Homestuck is a product of its time, and it feels like they're trying to retell the same story, but then modernize it. And considering that Homestuck had slang in it that dates it to its original time period, the animated series having slang that dates it to its time period as an animated series, I feel like is appropriate. I don't know, it didn't bother me. I guess it's supposed to take place in 2009, so they wouldn't be using mid. They got flip phones and shit. Yeah. They stole Dave's iPhone. Yeah, you couldn't have the product placement. I am very curious to see how they're going to handle that moving forward. Like, I'm really interested to see.
I love the fact they had to make Rose less verbose specifically to save time. 11 minutes, baby.
Yeah, I'm assuming the full episode 1 will be the standard 22 minutes long. To be honest, I feel like you could do like all of Act 1 in like a 30-minute long, like double feature type thing. You could get all Act 1. You know, you have like one episode establishing everything, and then the second episode, like it ends with the meteor cliffhanger, like, oh shit, there's a meteor. And then your second part of it would be all the like the prototyping and the alchemizer stuff. And it would end at the end of Act 1. I feel like you need a little bit more time because you just need to you have to, especially if they're gonna do this, establishing all 4 of the main cast, because in the comic, Act 1, I mean, you don't like spend much time with Jade or even Dave much in Act 1, like outside of the viewpoint of John and Rose, so. But if you're gonna have all of them like from the get-go, which is probably what you want to do, to be honest with you, when when you're establishing like your 4 main characters, having all of them being established in the initial episode is probably a good idea. That's an adaptation thing. You can definitely get away with doing that. Given how much overlapping timeline stuff there is, it's probably beneficial to introduce everything early. Yeah. Once you finish reading Homestuck, will you read the epilogues? I'm not sure. I don't want to make any promises. Before we hop into, let me get Homestuck open real fast. But before we hop into it, I do want to talk about one other thing. Here it is. I had to find it on my desktop. It keeps moving around like a fucking. It keeps floating around to different places. And that is, I noticed a lot of comments, particularly on my VODs channel, talking about that me having like a rant on time travel. I just want to clarify that it doesn't bother me. Like, I am suspending my disbelief and enjoying the story. I'm sorry if it didn't come across that way. I just like cartoonishly ranting about time travel. I actually have no qualms with what Homestuck is doing. It understands that it is ultimately a flawed thing, and like it's perfectly self-aware of that, which is totally fine, you know. Like, they're trying to tell a story, and that's the important part. I do read through the comments. I do read what you guys say. And no, I do not have anything against Homestuck for having time travel in the narrative. I just like ranting about time travel. I find it fun, but I understand how it looks like I'm being a little bitch about it, but Sonic 06 ruined you. Don't even get me started on that shit. I'll blame Sonic and Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, let me get the music up. Mephiles back shots. Bro. You're happy. Thank you for the 1,500 bits.
Homestuck.
Whoa. 2 things at once. Holy crap. Okay. Yo, Happy, thank you for the 1,500 bits. And also, Sean Demand, thank you for the $50 for Trans Lifeline. We're slowly crawling our way to $10,000. We have $9,227 raised. What even happens in 06's plot? Okay. If you want a quick a very brief synopsis on why it doesn't work. So Sonic 06 decides to go for the continuous time loop, stable time loop time travel. So that means that anything that the characters do in their future has already affected the past, which affects their future. It's a stable time loop. The problem, the main villain's entire goal, his plan, is to erase time itself. The thing is, if it's a stable time loop and everything he has done has already happened and will affect how he does it in the past again and creates a stable time loop, his plan can't possibly succeed, because if it had succeeded, nothing would be there. It can't. In order for it to have succeeded, there can't be a game world. It would have already happened because it had. That's the. Like, if his plan was able to succeed, then it would have already succeeded, because his plan requires him traveling to the future to influence Shadow to go to the past to create him, which has him go to the future and tell Shadow to go to the past to create him. So if the plan had worked, this stable time loop couldn't exist, because there wouldn't be time. So his plan existing means it has to fail. So there's no stakes. You know this plan's not gonna fucking work. Don't think about it too hard. See, the issue with that game story is that it takes itself way too seriously. Homestuck has levity and doesn't take itself that seriously for the most part. Like, it takes itself seriously, but it also knows when to, like, poke fun at shit. And that's why I'm really enjoying what I'm reading so far. I actually really liked the whole Act 3 interlude with all, like, the different types of time travel that the guys were doing. I thought that was really cool. But yes, just to be totally clear on this, I have no issues with Homestuck using time travel. I know a lot of YouTube comments were like, why does she hate this so much? I don't. I actually really like what Homestuck is doing. Just wanted to be 100% clear about that. Just to make sure we're all on the same page here. I just like ranting about stuff that I'm passionate about. And I know some people might interpret that as me loathing something, but no, I just have a lot to say because I'm autistic and I like ranting about things. My bad. Yo, Joe, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, yo, Diamond Blaze earlier, thank you for the 500 bits as well. All right, let's get to it. You spy a boat on the shore. You spy a boat on the shore of one of the islands below. You wonder who could be out here rowing in the middle of the ocean. Hoofprints in the sand. The mystery deepens. There are many frightening and powerful monsters in here. All right. Fuck them up. Use this new hammer and beat the shit out of the cocklich. I hate this word. I hate the word cock. I hate this word. Has anybody ever, like, successfully ever replaced cock in, like, a bathroom without cracking up saying it out loud? Has anybody ever been able to do it? Anytime I ever have to, like, ever had to do anything with tiles in my entire life, I'd go to my dad and be like, yo, can I get the cock gun? Neither of us could take that shit seriously. I mean, he's a grown-ass man with the fucking humor of a college student, and I'm a grown-ass envy with the humor of a college student. The L silent? Yes. Unless you have an accent, but in just generic English, you say caulk. You don't go caulk. You just say caulk. It's like the word hawk. Why? Because English is stupid. Correct. Happy smart as usual. All right, there are many frightening and powerful monsters in here. Aggress! Oh my. Whoa, this fucking... Dude, this hammer summons the fucking demon circle. Crazy damage bonk. You stun them with the cool time powers of your awesome new hammer and then dispatch them swiftly. Oh, so it applies time stop on them? Excellent. This would be like overpowered as fuck in Final Fantasy 1. Collect spoils. The good Dr. Spengler helps you gather the riches. Proceed. To what? You want me to what? There's a platform over here. You guess you'll just go stand on it. Oh, wow, it just made you disappear. You need a soundboard at this point? I really do. I really do need to get a soundboard at some point. All right, John, I need you to cast a spell that you don't know. Meanwhile, out in the asteroid belt, explore the lab. Now, what in the hell is going on here? All right, so we got Dadbert's hat, the Colonel Sasker book, the pony, and Cal are all here. Dream Cal, specifically. Go explore lab further. Now, what the hell is going on in here? Peter, the horse is here. All right, so we've got the chess pieces wired up to a big machine, and then we've got little guys being made. Who cares? Just ride the ponies. Yes! Fuck yes! Hell fucking yes! Why is this drawn like this? But seriously, what the hell is going on in here? But seriously, keep exploring. You find a sweet getup. It's almost as if this was tailor-made for you. How weird would that be? Oh, are we switching outfits? Oh, is this the iconic I've seen this outfit before. You equip the Junior Ectobiologist's lab suit. Hold on, you guys want True Lab music? I gotcha. Here, hold on, I don't even have to pull this one up on YouTube. I can just pull up the fucking soundtrack on my computer. Give me a second. Music, Undertale, complete OST, and we go scroll down to Here We Are. But we'll wait on that for a minute because we have ads. Ads are rolling right now, Twitch chat. So we're going to take a quick pause while the ads are rolling so that the sweet lurkers here who are not subscribed to me, who I still care about and love all of you, do not have to suffer. So, Blue, what did you ask? Toby Fox is voicing this guy in a Vivzy Pop animation where they say fuck every 1 second. Well, Vivzy Pop has nothing to do with it. It's just her studios handling the animation. But yes. There's a new TCG Pocket Pack, and I have enough to open 10. So, let's do that. Go, Gadget. Hourglasses. Turns out I need to learn what Homestuck is. Yeah, it's required reading, don't you know? Let's see if we got anything in here. Oh, cool. I got the new Greninja. The Greninja art. This is sick, by the way. So cool looking. It's a webcomic? It is a webcomic, yes. I love gambling. Gamble, 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 gamble. More gambling, more gambling. Shay, hop on Clover Pit. I've heard of that game. What is just like gambling, right? Oh. Ooh. 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 Okay. Okay. Damn. Got the immersive? Shit. Honestly, I looked at the chase cards for this set, and the only thing I really want is that shiny Giratina goes crazy. All right, the ads are over, so let's get back to the... That's the wrong thing. That was the wrong video. You equip the Junior Ectobiologist Lab suit. Examine the nearby station. Now, what in the hell is going on here? Of course it's obvious what's going on in here. It's another one of those 4 monitored house-shaped terminal thingies. AR, resist urge to ride bro's rocket board. Oh, we're skipping back to... The music is incredibly quiet. Yeah, I know, it's background music. That's why it's quiet. It's not the focus. It's just here to... Also, we're out of the lab now, so back to the normal music. You fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad justice, yo, and get this way rude municipality under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hook filed for divorce from that shit, and I was seeking custody of the hook and the shit's 2 kids. Pop a fucking wheelie. What is happening? These hops are unreal. Shit this flagrant should probably be illegal. It probably is, but you don't care. Meanwhile, prepare to depart for the battlefield. You have traveled the Prospect's moon to board a shuttle headed for the battlefield. There you will seek the counsel of the White King. You have unwittingly been tailed by a nefarious courtyard droll from Durst. CD, pick PM's pocket. What the fuck? Oh, it's an exclamation point. You pilfer the White Queen's ring. Depart. None the wiser, you board the shuttle. Next stop, Skya. Pickpocket 100. You receive an incoming message from the Draconian dignitary. You tell him you've got the ring. He says, good, bring it to him while he waits for an update from the hegemonic brute who's been tracing the king's movements down on the battlefield. He asks if you're still wearing the ridiculous outfit. He says you don't have to anymore by orders of the Sovereign Slayer. You say you'd rather still wear the outfit. He's got nothing to say about that. Jade kick. Damn, happens to the best of us. Additional pummeling. Hold on a second. We gotta get the... You know what these panels need? You know what these panels need? We need fucking... Clover! Additional pummeling! Dead Grandma Smackdown! Sweet! Catch. You need the fucking... They need the Adam West Batman little like bam, boom. It's too late. She's gone. You'll have to deliver it later somehow. The best way to remind yourself that you're carrying a ring is to put it on your finger. What? What is this? What? Huh? Why did we just turn into Jade Neo? Of course, that was just an imaginary transformation since the ring doesn't work like that on humans. It was fun to pretend, though. Meanwhile, in a timeless expanse, somewhere, a war-weary villain? Why is it spelled like that? Ruse eternal struggle between feuding royalty. The battlefield holds a little promise for the peaceful life of a simple farmer. So this is WV, huh? WV. All right, we got sounds on this one. Rise up. Chess. Chess. Oh. Damn, this chess theory shit's getting ridiculous. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, he's become the evil, the Dark King. Meanwhile, flying about. Okay. Oh, the PM doesn't have the ring. Uh-oh. 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 I'm the king now. Well, that just happened. Well, that just happened. Oomphy, put your phone away? Motherfucker, I'm looking at the chat! I'm gonna rewatch this one. I need to see what's going on again. This one, I didn't quite understand it. So you've got, like, what, the kernel sprites turn the chessboard into an actual place? Okay, so these are the two warring factions. I got that much. I understood what was going on for the most part here. This is a little much. It's just kind of all over the place. Okay, so he gets mad at the war. They all band together to fight the king, I guess? Is that what's going on here? Hands the staff. PM's got the staff. And then in comes my boy. Betrayal. Kills the king. And now, so the Black King has been killed, and the White King has lost the staff, which was intercepted by hearts. Okay, I get it now. I understand. I just needed to rewatch that one to fully get it. All right, alchemize a whole bunch of cool stuff. Shit. Let's be Santa. Shit. Let's be Santa. Fuck. Come on. Fuck. Who would even make these conch suck boots anyway? And the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature. Hussy, no! Sweet bro and hella Jeff is problematic media? Also, the punch card is here? Combine hub and laptop. All right, we create the hub top. You make the hub top. That one was pretty obvious. Combine the bronzed vacuum and umbrella. To create the bronzed vacuum umbrella. You make the bronze vacuum umbrella. Useless. But you're still getting warmed up. I love her expression here. She's just like, what the fuck? Combine the salamander and eldritch plush. Huggable soft salamander plush. You make a huggable soft salamander plush. You award it to the viceroy on account of good behavior. Combine ink bottle and gushers. Bodacious black liquid sorrow gushers. Bodacious black liquid sorrow gushers. Not the goner gushers, bro. Yeah. Another Crocker nightmare rears its ugly head. The ink reverses the healing properties of the blue phlegm. These are pure poison. Combine the hub top and hairband. And that way you get the hub top band. Ooh. You make the hub top band a convenient hands-free computing device. Vegeta, what does the scouter say about its power level? Combine magnetic W and bottle of vodka. Magnetic vodka. You make a bottle of magnetic vodka. In addition to having high alcohol content, the liquid inside appears to have magnetic properties. You guess this could be useful? You guess? Dude, ferrofluid's fucking awesome. Have you guys ever played around with ferrofluid? That shit is fucking awesome. I love ferrofluid. Combine wizard statue and ball of yarn. Yeah, don't drink. Do not drink the pharaoh fluid, but it is really fun to play around with. The silken wizard beard yarn with magical properties. You make a ball of silken wizard beard yarn with magical properties. It has magical properties because it is made of a wizard. Maybe you could make something with this magical properties that's more useful than this. Combine the wizard statue and knitting needles. That creates the needle wands. I assume that's her new weapon. You make a pair of needle wands. They crackle with the magic energies. Why is it spelled like that? It is time to make something cool to wear. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Combine the knittings and velvet pillow and squiddle shirt. We love casting spells. You make a stylish velvet squiddle knit dress. Drip, apparently, allegedly. Combine needle wands and the grimoire to create the Thorns of Ogloth. Oglogoth. You make the Thorns of Oglogoth. The needles seem to shiver with the dark desires of the Deep One. Any sane adventurer would cast these instruments of the occult into the furthest ring and forgot they ever existed. You look, Rose, you look ridiculous. Aggrieve encroaching malefactors. Felicitations, malefactors! Oh my god. Okay, never mind. She looks sick. Never mind. I take it all back. She got that shit on. Welcome to the party, motherfuckers! Damn, what a cool spell that she just casted. I know what they should do. Instead of having cool variety of spells and having all sorts of cool shit she could do, what if she just said a word and it turned the wand into a gun? Wouldn't that be really cool? It's a good thing nobody's ever done that in their magical-based world building. That would just be silly. How are so many of you asking what the reference is? Have we? Maybe society is healing. That's unthinkable for somebody my age to not know what I'm referencing, but... What's the reference? The world is healing. Exactly. It's like, holy fuck. I actively love making stories less interesting. Me when I'm in a me when I'm making my world less enjoyable competition and my opponent is J.K. Rowling. Build! You take advantage of Dave's nap to make some architectural headway on his building. Cool. Whoa, all right. You really are proud of your floor oh my god. You are really proud of your floor plan. It is so cool. Speaking of naps, you have been asleep for some time yourself. You suppose you'd better wake up soon. But then, your neighbor in the other tower is supposed to be waking up soon too, and it sure would be a shame if you weren't around to greet him. Wake up and jam. And by jam, you mean alchemize, of course. Whoa, your house is huge suddenly. Anyway, let's get this party started. Combine the sunglasses and iPhone. The eye shades. You make a pair of eye shades. This one was really obvious because Future Dave had a pair, but he took them with him when he prototyped himself, but now you have a pair too, so that's cool. Eye shades. Combine the timetables and computer to create the turn top. You make the turn top, convenient computing on the go, sort of like you have with your eye shades, but all your important files and apps on there, not to mention Spurb. Plus, maybe it has some weird time powers. You have no idea, you'll mess with it later. Combine the puppet tux plus that thing. Red plush puppet tux. You upgrade the puppet tux Future Dave made. He probably made it by combining one of your bro's badass marionette suits with your shirt and scaling it up to fit. That's how you would have made it anyway. You add the to the mix to make it softer and more stylish red plush puppet tux. It is like walking around in snuggly pajamas. Action pajamas. Combine the broken Kaled Scratch and Ruby Contraband. Oh, that's the name of the weapon. Okay. You combine a couple more items you got from Future Dave's loot stash, the broken form of the Kaled Scratch and some Ruby Contraband, whatever the hell that is. The resulting item costs a fortune. You have no idea what it is. Preview item with the holopad. Ooh. You momentarily reconfigure your alchemizer upgrades to make use of the holopad extension. You pop the card into the slot and check it out. The combination would produce the broken Scarlet Ribbitar. Combine the whole Kaled Scratch and Ruby Contraband. The Scarlet Ribbitar. The Shay Sword? Yeah, alright. I'll take it. Sure. Out of curiosity, you try it again with the whole sword. You dial back Kaled Scratch's little turntable, rewinding the sword to a point in its history before it was broken. You then combine it with the red frog thingy to show the complete Scarlet Ribbitar. But there's no way you can afford to make that yet. It costs even more now. Maybe you'll stick to combining items around your house for now rather than stuff from your future Silodex. It'll be less confusing that way and probably less expensive. Combine shitty sword and Hella Jeff drawing. It's free. It doesn't cost any money.
Sword.
You use one of your bros' really shitty swords from the fridge and a printout of Hella Jeff to make a sword. This thing is so unspeakably shitty that you're having a hard time even holding it. Come on. Combine the Snoop Dogg photo and mini AC and Kaled Scratch. Snoop Dogg snow cone machete. You make the Snoop Dogg snow cone machete. When foes drop it like it's hot, just turn up the sizzle nozzle so they just slacks for whistle. Oh, that one hurt me. That hurt. Combine the skateboard and Hella Jeff drawing.
Unreal Air.
You make Unreal Air. And there it goes. It is ridiculous what kind of air this thing is getting. Dude, come get the ruler. Check this shit out. Yeah, it's not coming back. Make another one. You just make another one. You quickly stash it in a card so it can't escape from above. Combine Game Bro magazine and timetables. All right, we get the Vintage Game Bro. Exclusive bro strategies. The hottest secrets. Shh. Challenge your thumbs to the maximum. Outrageous video stunts at your fingertips. Where are all the secrets? In here, bro. You turn back the clock and make a Vintage Game Bro. You think you remember this one from your bro stash. It's a classic. Combine Batarang plus Midnight Crew poster to make the Suitarangs. Ooh, that's cool. You make a whole pile of pseudorangs because they are really cool and pretty cheap. Combine the plush puppet tux plus the Midnight Crew poster. 4 aces suited. Oh yeah, here we go. Now there's the drip. You make 4 aces suited. You aren't really sure which one you like better. The red one is softer while the black one is sort of stiff and starchy. Anyone wearing this suit is all business. Maybe you'll switch it up as your mood dictates. Combine the plush puppet tux plus the felt poster. Felt duds. This would make the felt duds if you had some of whatever that green grist is. Combine the puppet and the felt poster. What am I looking at here? Combine the fetus in a jar and the Mr. T puppet. This is how you make shit work. Oh my god. You make the foam fetal Mr. T in a jar. Another back-breaking victory for science. Why does it know? Why did they draw it hard, bro? I hate this. You're looking pretty chill with your new freak show entourage. The underlings all look kind of put off by it, though. You're kind of weirding them out. Combine camera and capture log card to make the Capturoid camera. You make the Capturoid camera. You can use it to snap a ghost image of any object without capture logging it. Spits out a brand new capture log card every time. Could be a useful way to take a large inventory of anything you encounter without cluttering up your Sylladex. Also for grabbing codes for stuff you can't ordinarily pick up. Take a photo of self. You take one of your patented ironic cool guy self-portraits. Man, so cool. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Combine the fetus in a jar and the self-portrait photo. Dave's brain in a jar. That would apparently make Dave's brain in a jar. Gross. It costs a king's ransom, though, because of course the organ is virtually
Man,
inimitatable.
I love Frog It.
Yo, Fushai, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good one. I love Frog It, too. That's me, and I love me. Doesn't stop you from capturoiding its hologram, though. Capturoid the hologram of your own brain. Okay, that's probably the weirdest thing you've ever done, but okay. All right, we have an ad chat. So, give it a moment for all the goobers. Oh boy, it's happening. It's happening. We're making it happen. We're doing it, man. We're making it happen. I have my TCG pocket packs. Wish me luck, chat. I am wishing you the best of luck, Happy. You got this. All right. The ads are over. Sorry, I was reading the Deltarune speedrun Discord server because something grand is about to occur. Combine the brain and Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff drawing and capture with the camera. The Sweet Bro and Hella Jeffifier. You make the Spagifier. Finally, something useful. It costs you 1,000 units of artifact grist. Try it out. Snap. Bro, where'd you go? I was going to show you my chops. Aha, dude. Are those wings? Okay. Time to fly up away to the sun, you fucking piece of garbage. Looks like it automatically prints out a Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff comic in some way related to whatever you take a picture of. This should save you a lot of time, specifically the 5 minutes it takes you to draw a comic. You're a busy guy. Dave, no! Heartbreaking! Dave Strider uses AI! No! Dave, no, that's Gen AI, Dave! No! He don't got internet. What the fuck is this, dude? Look at this monstrosity. Make copies of Rose's journals. Can't forget the most important thing you came up here to make. Gotta be getting your snoop on. Take a look. Meow. One book is titled Meow. The other is titled The Complacency of the Learned. Gee, you wonder what could be in Meow. Read it. This is just my Twitch chat. This is just my Twitch chat right here. It's just meow, 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 meow. Look, see, I told you guys. It's fucking life imitates art. To no surprise at all, this book is full of more meow letters. Looks like Rose is totally nuts. What else is new? You guess you'll try out the other book. Looks like it's some sort of creative writing project. Read Complacency of the Learned. Friglish bothered his beard as if unkinking a hitch in a long silk windsock. A more pedestrian audience would parse the exhibit as a nervous compulsion, behavior to petition contempt among the reasonable. He was, however, not surrounded by the reasonable, but the wise, a distinction in men that would forever be the difference in history's garland of treasured follies. As a matter of fact, his cadre of fellow wizards were all putting similar moves on their beards as well. The practice would evince thoughtfulness, sagacity even, if they didn't do it all the time. Standing in line at the bank, shooing squirrels from the bird feeders, few occasions were safe. Zazerpan inspected the clue, a single piece of the evidence cradled in his coriaceous old man palms. It was a human bone, not striking the tale it told alone so much as that told by the thousands like it, festooning the marshy soil of the mass grave. The grisly expanse bore the texture of a decadent dessert, like one of Smarnie's formidable custard trifles wobbled out on wheels for the holidays, to the dismay of a small nation. "You're certain of this?" asked Friglish. Despite what he was doing with his beard, he was, in fact, immersed in meaningful contemplation. "I am afraid I am becoming more so with each terrible tick, groused by that gaudy timepiece slung around your neck." In case it wasn't clear, Friglish wore a cloak Zazerpan didn't care for. It was magic. The massacre of how do you say this? Sirs Nelp was not as written. "What has you convinced it was the hand of our disciples in this blackness?" Executus chimed in. "I believe a fat face stammered, eyes darting with the guilt of a thief in the throes of an unraveling alibi. "I can summon a more pressing line of inquiry. No, Smarty, nobody was in the mood for a sickly bunt loaf just now, or a sticky bunt loaf just now." Zazarban's ears fell insubstantial to any line of inquiry, pastry-oriented or otherwise. His abstruse contour carved a pondering shape in the fog, carpeting centuries dead. His 11 contemporaries too embraced the muted consternation of their great predicate scholar. Few wizards kept sharper adumbratives or read them with such lucidity. When Zazarpan treated men with silence, it was seldom unrepaid by the wise and reasonable alike. It was harrowing to entertain. Zazarpan the learned, storied complacency of wizards was marked for grander descendants. Disciples hand-picked, vetted by Archite the Bonafide, and tested by Gastral the Magnificent. The 12 sweetest, most studious children a pair of elderly eyes could give their sparkle, not the ragged gutter snipe so oft harvested by the common obscenity, those vituperative little beggars with hearts to corrupt as dropped bananas brown. That these chosen youngsters would turn was not so merely unthinkable, but something of a roundhouse to the temporal bones of the upper indifference's high chamber of soft-skulled prophets. His wisdom-savaged brow pruned further with recount of his many lessons to would-be successors, lessons to advance humanity's elucidation and prosperity, an outcome this bleak trail has now painfully obviated. There were few puzzles the learned could not suspend and dissect in the recondite manifold beneath his extremely expensive pointy hat, daring to pitch his cherished pupils with a foul melange of history's rogues, the heretofore abstract scourge that built up civilizations with ungodly magic and tore them down with joyful malice, would prove an intellectual trespass to make his calcium-deficient bones quake. And more daring yet was the only question that now mattered. Could a bunch of bearded, scraggly old men in preposterous outfits hunt them down? He didn't have an answer, only a simple observation so blunt and uncharacteristically jejune for the lauded sage it was breathtaking in its self-evidency. We're going to need more wands. Wow, think of something better. What the fuck did I just read? My God, dude. High schoolers when they have to hit a fucking word count for their essay. Good God, girl. Tone it down on the vocabulary a little bit. Am I trying to read a book here, or is this one of Sebastian Wolf's tweets? Oh, Rose is about to start talking about ephemeral reproductive display exploitation at this rate. Hi, Seb. Hope you're doing well. This wizard story seems really involved and kind of confusing. You'll have to save your place and dig into it later, and then maybe ask Rose what the hell the deal with it is. Let's go get a bookmark. You return to your room in search of a bookmark. Oh hey, finally, a use for that pointless juice-stained beta that will never serve any... Never serve any purpose, past or future. Excuse me, that was the Olive Garden inside of me talking and not me. Pardon me. Listen, I ate way too much, okay? I had like 6 breadsticks. I stuffed myself. I felt thoroughly, exquisitely stuffed. Like the Terraria buff? I'm glad somebody caught that. Good job, Terra Frost. I'm glad you caught that. God, I wish that were me. You drop it on the John in case you're looking for some reading material later. Did you remember to get Dave, before you put that book on the back of your toilet, remember to get it signed by Gail Bedecker. Check on Rose. Alternate universe where instead of Hank finding the copy of the book that that lets him confirm that Walt is Heisenberg, he actually picks up Rose Lalonde's fucking wizard fanfic and is just sitting there on the toilet for the next 30 minutes trying to figure out how to read it. Pew! Dave, pester. Rose, what are you doing? Whoa, hey, why are you burning your wizard fanfiction? I'm not. This book contains a genetic code. Oh, okay. And why are you burning that? The gods from the furthest ring asked me to. Is that some dumb wizard thing you just made up? Or something I can do with, like, or something to do with tentacle monsters? I can't keep track of what you like anymore. How did you know I wrote a story about wizards anyway? Oh, John told me. He was all snooping around your room while you were asleep, and I was like, no, man, don't. So not cool. And then he was like, haha, dude, check it out. This book is full of, like, wizard slash. And I was like, I don't even want to know all this. Is such a crazy violation of privacy. This story sounds suspicious. Do you want me to chew him out about it? I will, because it was so outrageous. I don't know where he got off being like that. No, I actually don't mind. Too bad I missed him. I thought you hated wizards. What's the deal with that? I like wizards. What I don't like is my mother's obsession with feigning interest in them to antagonize me. Oh man, that's so messed up that you think that. She probably digs wizards for real, just like you, and you're blowing shit out of proportion like pretty much always. You and she could probably have been chatting up how awesome wizards were this whole time, but no. You're probably burning your nut job meow book to spite her too, aren't you? No, I told you, it's one of the gene sequences locked in my subconscious. The gods say it's critical to destroy it. Oh yeah, I thought that was a joke. When did they say that? When I was asleep. You mean when we were dancing and stuff in our dreams? Yes. When I flew to your tower, I heard them. They're far above in the dark sky. I've never seen or heard these things in my dreams. Aren't you often distracted by music and puppets? Uh-huh. Have you ever looked into the sky without your shades? No, what a ridiculous question. Maybe you should try it sometime. You're the Prince of the Moon. I'm sure they've been meaning to seek a royal audience. What do all these dots mean? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'll do that. Get some sky monsters to boss me around. I don't know, sounds cool. So really, why are you burning that? I just explained this to the other Dave. Do I have to explain everything to you twice now? No, I know. I'm using Dave's spare computer. I saw the whole conversation through his PesterJump account. Oh, I see. So instead of having to double explain, I merely have to put up with being double spied upon. What a relief! Oh my god. I just mean, you didn't burn that book in the future. That book was completely pointless. I know, but now it's not. You appeared to make it relevant by traveling to the past. So does that mean the sleeping thing worked? You remember the future? I remember some things. Okay, cool. So why is the cat code so terrible now? I don't know, but the gods were pretty emphatic about it. Well, okay, I guess it's done, but why are you so sure they're right? Have you ever known them to be wrong? I guess not. But they sort of freak me out. I mean, listening to gross space mutants all day isn't my idea of an awesome time. Especially the ones that sing, oh god. Is that why you always kept the music turned up? No, I flip out to ill jams because they kick ass, obviously. I guess we'll chalk another riddle up in the solved column. Yeah, case the fuck closed. Are you talking to future me? Yes. Okay, I'm out of the loop again. Between you taking orders from Dream Beasts and Birdwing me with, like, future secrets, I'm doing some sort of spectacular fucking jackknife off the loop and getting a wink and a nod from Barack Obama. I'm coming upstairs. Okay. Obama? Obama. Soda! What the fuck? Hey, why are you here? Chill with Dave Sprite. So it was pretty funny how I made a copy of Rose's evil book right before she burned it, and now she doesn't know about it. I know, it's crazy what kind of foresight this guy has. I'm telling you, coincidences like that are unreal. They don't even happen most of the time. The best thing about how I did that is how in no way it'll ever come back to bite us in the ass ever. Dude, our shit is safe. So safe. Gonna sleep pretty sound tonight with that big fucking payload of safety you just got dropped on us. Gonna be all hugging my pillow and shit, grinning like it's a goddamn bear full of honey. Safer than some Flintstones vitamins in a bottle. Keep twisting Junior, all you get is clicks. Asshole thinks it's candy. Doesn't even know he just stepped on a security rake and got a face full of fucking safety. Yeah. Anyway, guess I'll go back down and burn that book. Alright. Go back in time and stop the thief. What? It looks like you already tried that. Whoever took those books was a pretty cold-blooded dude. You'll figure you'll cool it on the time travel for a while. Don't want to see the Dave corpses start to pile up, especially if one of them winds up being you. So, Diamond's Droog just snuck in, took that shit, and killed Dave. Tough. I love how he's completely, like, normal about this. Yeah, I know, right? If I saw my own corpse in front of me, I'd be freaking out. Throw yourself out the window. You ditch the body before Jade sees it. That would probably freak her out. Press a button on the control panel. You push one of the nearby buttons. It activates the upper right monitor. The view is locked on to a particular location on Earth at a particular time and date. Whoever was in the lab appears to have recently calibrated this device. Examine. Oh no. The monitor displays a town on the west coast of the United States. It appears to be your old neighborhood, but there is a factory there that you do not recognize. The date is December 1st, 1995, a few months before you were born. Zoom in. An old woman is escorted by her son on a lovely day. A target has been locked over the gentleman's mother. A meteor overhead looms unnoticed. They witnessed the destruction of the facility, collateral damage to a corporation owned by renowned billionaire explorer. A mystery begins. Crocker. Fairies! Press the blue button. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the woman you recognize to be your grandmother. The ghost sludge is sucked into a glass tube. Switch 4. You switch to a monitor displaying a view of a remote island in the Pacific on December 3rd, 1995. Zoom in. A renowned billionaire explorer approaches... Wait a second. An old factory lost 2 days prior, but a new shipmate gained. Together they settle the island and plunder its secrets. A meteor overhead streaks unnoticed, headed towards an unseasonably warm city in the central United States. Press the blue button. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the man you spotted in the woods with your book. The ghost sludge is collected. Switch 3. You switch to a view of an unseasonably warm city in the central United States on December 4th, 1995. An outrageously awesome dude stands before a crater where his favorite record shop stood 1 day prior. No. Dave, bro, not like this. He is prepared for the occasion with a small pair of outrageously awesome shades. A meteor overhead races unnoticed, headed to a lake near a laboratory on the east coast of the United States. No aquatic life would survive. Press the blue button. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the outrageously awesome dude. The sludge is allocated to another pair of tubes. Switch 2. You switch again to the view of your neighborhood on April 13th, 1996. It is the day of your birth. There is more real estate you do not recognize near a recently devastated baked goods facility. It is a shopping mall you have never seen before. A professional lady and her new mother has traveled from the opposite coast at the behest of a famous and wealthy scientist to study one of numerous recent celestial anomalies while he's on an expedition. She notices a meteor overhead on collision course with a quaint family joke shop. A distinguished gentleman notices the lady and comes outside to greet her, oblivious to the threat above. The gentleman's mother remains inside, busying herself with a tall bookshelf, a ladder, and a rather hefty unabridged joke book. An old mother lost today, but a new son gained. No, not the Sassacre. No. The gentleman discovers a clue. A powerful nose detects perfume. The lady has fled. The mystery deepens. But the monitor has not lost track of the lady. Press the blue button. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the professional lady. The sludge fills the final tube. Once all the tubes are filled, an automated sequence begins to execute. Yo, Ducky, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. What the? 4 young paradox clones are created. There's one more button to push. Ectobiology sure does involve a lot of button pushing. At least it does when you're a junior ectobiologist. Your loyal assistant, Dr. Meowgon, is all over this one. One pair of tubes empties the sludge into the chamber below. The other pair does as well. Another sequence is activated. What? Wait, they're very slightly different. They're very slightly different from each other. Scale the ladder. You storm up your ladder to claim the coveted, if difficult to pronounce wrong, ectobiol babysitter. Your ladder is absolutely hemorrhaging the boondollars. Just what your pork hollow's fat ass needs. You surpass 1 million boondollars and trade them all in for a single whopping boon buck. This is, of course, going directly into the college fund for these youngsters. Sure is heavy. Into the hollow it goes. Navigating the veil nearby. An old man has much to do before he returns to Earth, dies, gets stuffed by his adopted yet biological daughter slash granddaughter, and stuck in front of a fireplace. Taking priority at the moment is shipping 2 passengers long overdue for a reunion. What? What is happening? Oh, it's the scarf. What? Okay, I'm confused. See, this is a case in point. What point? The point I was just making about the ultimate riddle. You blithering, feculent shithole. Okay, that's your cue to laugh at me some more, I guess, because you seem to really get off whenever I flame you. Humans are deranged. Oh man, I must be getting closer to the conversations where you're trolling me harder. This is pretty exciting. I can't wait to see what you've got up your sleeve. You see what I mean? Fuck you about that. Anyway, you weren't making a point about the ultimate riddle, dude. Yes, I was, and now I'm losing my train of thought, dipshit. No, we never talked about it yet. Oh, hell, that's right. Damn it, I guess this is going to be confusing. Oh, you're just starting to figure that out now? See, I kind of painted myself into a corner. I started trolling you at the end just before the rift, and then jumped back a little. Now I guess I've become railroaded and working backwards here. Unless I want to do the sort of dumb... schizophrenic hopping around like the others. Dated. Oh my god, I know, you've already told me like 1,000,000 times. I have? Wow, I can't wait for all these amazing conversations to take place. It's going to be like at that human vacation with a giant red chimney asshole up in here. You know, the one where a bunch of moany... Don't know what that word means. Sing at a little pine tree, I think. Man, I've got to say I'm a little disappointed by this masterful trolling you were bragging about. It's a made-up word, okay. I was bragging? Why would I bother with that sort of pedantic human horse shit? Maybe you should consider that I was bragging to get your hopes up in the future, only to let you down, and thus troll you masterfully in that respect. Maybe, but that'd be pretty weak too. Your brittle human calcium-based skull is weak, and if you and I were in the proximity of a blunt instrument, I wouldn't have much trouble proving it. Whatever. So what was the case in point you were making anyway? I was scrolling back and noticed you were in the Vale. Whoa, I am? Yeah, dum-dum, you're tumbling around on a big goddamn meteor, and you just created... Oh, we've got an ad. Stop! Everything stop. Pause. Pause everything. Ay, ay, ay. Pause. Pauseth for a second. Yo, Strophysics, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. All right, we're back. Welcome back, everyone. 2 kids told me I love you on the way out of the shop. Huh? All right.
I was scrolling back and noticed, yeah, you're tumbling around on a big goddamn meteor, and you just created younger versions of yourselves and your guardians, probably by mucking around with that thing like a doofus. Wait, these are baby versions of us? Ha ha ha, so clueless. What did you think you were doing there anyway? Well, I saw footage of my Nana and some other people who I'm pretty sure were like Jade's grandpa and Rose's mom and stuff from a long time ago. And then there were all these little guys scurrying around. So are they like cloned copies of us? No, they are literally you and your guardians, Paradox clones. Huh? What do you mean they're literally us? Do they go back in time? Yeah, obviously. Great guess, brain hero. But technically they aren't even sent back in time because with respect to the medium, your universe's timeline is meaningless. Seriously, why would it give a crap about Earth's past or future or whatever? From its perspective, it's just a bunch of points to choose from. Like, just like your chronology is from our perspective. But I guess that's a bunch of semantics. With respect to your personal chronology, yeah, they go back in time. A paradox clone is by definition a correctly cloned duplicate that will inevitably go back in time and become the original target that was cloned. If it's a malformed clone, it's just a meaningless mutant that has no bearing on the stable time loop continuum. I don't see any tentacles or extra eyeballs or warped bone bulges, so those gross little things there are all you guys, waiting to go to Earth and grow up and become the insipid bunch of grub-fisted douchebags you all are now. And this was the point I was trying to make about the ultimate riddle. What is this riddle, anyway? Maybe I can guess. I'm good at riddles. Haha, think again, ignoramus. It's not even that great, or much of a riddle at all. In the course of your adventure, you would have encountered all these fragments of weird poems and shit. You find them along your quests with clues and stuff buried in them to help you solve puzzles and move huge stone columns and make staircases appear and lots of nonsense like that. And it's all masked in this flowery sort of frothy poetic jackassery that no one really cares about. And I sure as hell don't care about spoiling it for you. But what are all these lofty symbolic allusions boiled down to is some grander statement about what you see happening here. That you were always the key to seeding your own existence through this game, and any hope that it could have been played out differently, or that you could have avoided this whole mess was always just a ruse. A distraction, perhaps? What? Never mind. Because if it didn't go down this way, then how were you even born, get it? Which is especially pathetic since Paradox Space apparently went to all this trouble to make you just to have you fail and die. Really, there's nothing more tragic than these null sessions full of kids entering the game and fulfilling some cosmic destiny shit just to get wiped out and leave behind an empty, pointless insiposphere for all eternity. Actually, it's sort of hilarious. Or it would be if it didn't affect me personally. But anyway, there's a lot more to the riddle than just that, like we were just talking about last time we talked. But that's the sort of gist of the themes it deals with. Okay. Well, if I run into some salamanders who tell me all about this riddle and get really excited about it, I'll try to act surprised. So this is the same kind of thing you went through with like being your own paradox clones and creating your own parents and stuff? Yeah. How did that even work with 12 of you? It was really fucking complicated. I'm not going to get into it. Our family structures are already way more complicated than yours without getting spooky time slime involved. Basically, we have nothing in common whatsoever. Except maybe this. I was the guy in your position to make all these clones, and frankly, it all kind of freaked me the hell out. Huh. Yeah, I guess now that you mention it, I am finding it all a little strange. Oh, only just now? Fuck, you are fast. I hope you got the mad boonbucks to pay off those speeding tickets. No, I mean the ghost stuff and paradoxes are one thing, of course. It's just something else. This is really weird. What's so weird about it? Well, normally humans hatch from like these slimy pods, and then we wriggle out as little pink larvae. Oh, really? Huh, maybe we have more in common than I thought. It all comes full circle. Maybe those really are mutant clones and they aren't going back to seed your planet? Sure. Hell, I'm confused now. Not that I give a shit about you and your pointless, awful lives. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you get back to me in a few minutes? I mean like a few minutes of my time, not yours. All of those little pink monkeys are getting way out of line and I have to tend to them. If you message me in a couple of minutes, we can continue conversing in a sane, linear fashion for a change. Okay. And then after that, you can keep going backwards and then make fun of me. riding my little red rocket. You can tell me I look like a silly little paradox clone fresh out of my slime tube, and that this is just a big nursery time recess jamboree. That would burn me good. Okay, that is pretty good. But I can't use it because you said it, and then later, i.e. right now, you would get the satisfaction of knowing you were the one to come up with that burn. See? You're dealing with a pro. You can't out-troll me, so just forget it and stop trying. Tend to the little pink monkeys. So, okay, that was a lot. So, John creates clones that are the originals and then is going to send them back to the proper time periods to become themselves. I love time loops. And in addition to that, John reverse trolled CG there by setting up the thing that we talked about earlier, like a couple of pages, like 50 pages ago. I love time travel. I love time travel. So it's all a stable time loop. They're all scrambling all over the place. They appear to be preoccupied by some of the objects littered around the lab. At least it's keeping them busy. Get trolled by CG again. Okay, look, it's a few minutes later. Look how sane and linear we are being. Yeah, okay, awesome. Now fuck you and goodbye. Wait, what? I was just looking at all these rascals, and I was wondering how they go back in time and become us and stuff. Does it have something to do with the reckoning? How do you know about that? You told me. We had this great dare going to see who could be the least helpful and informative, and you totally lost, dude. You were hella helpful. I was obviously just spiting your stupid, pointless human dare. What is a dare, anyway? It's nothing. Someone says do something, and then, oh, laugh, laugh. You lose if they don't do it. That isn't anything that deserves a word. We don't even have a word for dare in our language. The closest approximation would be worthless fucking bullshit waste of time for silly little children. Oh, wow. Is that the title of a movie, too? Yes, it's the title of every dumb movie you ever liked. That isn't even true and doesn't even make sense. Anyway, how could we have made a dare if I'm moving backwards on your timeline? You would dare me to do something, then I would do it next time, but then you wouldn't even remember the dare because we didn't make it yet. That's what isn't true and doesn't make sense, you damp bag of puke. Well, yeah, the dare never happened. I was joking around and made that up to give you a hard time. You have sounding stupid down to such a science. Where is your lab coat and test tubes, Dr. Brain Professor? I'm wearing a lab coat. Sort of. You look like an elf. That's bullshit. You look like you should be blowing into a funny little shell and limbering up for a silly cookie dance. Do you even have elves? Yes, let's compare which fantasy creatures that don't exist we both do or don't have. What a great fucking idea, John. What? You asked about the reckoning, so why don't we talk about that instead of all these pretty much terrible things? Okay. Yeah, so when the reckoning starts happening, all these paradox clones get shipped off onto meteors, flung through the sky and defense portals, and sent back to Earth. End of story, I guess. Bye. Wait, so that means we're all sort of like Superman? Yeah, I guess. Cool. You all trace the mythological footsteps of your beloved human Superman, who's really just a muscular Caucasian alien. It's hilarious how humans worship him as a pinnacle of human heroism and virtue, but he isn't even human. Actually, it's incredibly pathetic, but also in a kind of a way admirable, because it means deep down you must all realize who your daddy is. We are, bitches! Fire fucking writing. Yeah, Superman's pretty cool, I guess. Did you know Nicolas Cage was almost gonna play Superman one time? Oh, my throbbing phlegm lobe. Who gives a barfing fuck about that? John Egbert, you have assassinated my patience. Adios, loser. Wait. Get back to me in a couple minutes, okay? Fine! So John was delivered through that meteor that destroyed the factory? I believe that's correct, yes. Or it was Jade? Yeah, John was the Sassiger meteor. Yeah, you're right. Okay. AR? Shred. You are ripping up so many hellacious shreds that this fierce, shitty biz nasty is getting so deliriously rude brazen it. Okay, I lost the handle on that sentence. Oh my god, is that what you think it is? This thing is so completely illegal. How could this atrocity be floating out here unnoticed all this time? You're gonna throw whoever is responsible into the slammer. You could always call jail the slammer when you're extra angry at crimes. Go in. Oh my god, it's optical illusioning me. Oh, those, duh. Oh, that's weird. What? Maybe you guys can't see this because it's bigger on my screen than it is on yours, but if I look at the image, the fucking text like wobbles. I'm getting fucking magic-eyed by the hieroglyphs. Hold on a second. I'm trying to demonstrate a point here. Chat, I need you to take a look at this image. Let's give it a good stare. That is what this panel is doing to me. These characters look like they're slightly wobbling if I focus on other parts of the image. It's just an accidental optical illusion. This one isn't doing it though. It was only this one. All right. There's a large elevator platform ahead. Go down. Below, there is a dark, cavernous room. Near the platform is a time capsule. It has deployed a seed and waits for something to be deposited and for the clock to be set. It is all harmless enough. Still no sign of any perpetrators. Deeper into the darkness of the room, there is some complicated lab equipment. Again, nothing particularly unusual for this jurisdiction. Hat? (1910). There is a large monitor. Displayed on it is a small human girl in a fancy house. The date is April 21st, 1910. "8 days prior, the orphan girl was taken in by an aristocratic Southern colonel and a legendary humorist. He recovered the young lady from a crater where a bakery once stood, operated by the man's wife, a notable baked goods baroness. What? Oh no. There's an explosion in the Colonel's backyard. Land sakes alive, we are cooking with petrol now. The Colonel and his new granddaughter investigate. The impact site is where a doghouse stood moments ago. It was the magnificent abode of the man's beloved pet. Is that Holly? He takes a belt from the old julep flask. He'd sooner perish himself than lose that dear animal. People would think reports of this man's death were greatly exaggerated, but they weren't. This is exactly why babies should not be allowed to dual-wield flintlock pistols. Oh no. The perfect crime. Baby with gun. An old colonel lost, but a new brother gained. Brother? Oh. Oh my goodness gracious, what is happening? Aha! There's Holly. The youngsters adore their new guardian. Good dog. Best friend. The young boy has difficulty pronouncing the name, though. It sounds more like Harley when he says it. Oh my fucking god. So that's where Jade Harley comes from. So if these are the paradox babies, then this is... Oh my god. If these are the paradox babies, then this is what? John's Nana and Jade's grandfather? Who just killed... Who killed Colonel Sassacre. And now this dog is here. Fast forward. 13 years later, the boy develops a taste for adventure. He and his guardian bid farewell. His sister is sad. She will be left all alone with the wicked pastry baroness. She can handle it, he tells her. He believes in her. This all seems pointless to you and immaterial to the crime that has been committed. Though you do find it odd that the purifier target has been fixed over that especially stupid-looking animal. You hear the elevator platform. Someone's coming. It is a high-ranking agent from your kingdom. Could he be the man behind the... Could he be the man behind this crime? Could his intent be mutinous? You know the agent is far too dangerous to take into custody. You hide behind some equipment and observe. He appears to be holding some notebooks. Also, what appears to be a pair of juice-stained envelopes. Only one of the books is useful to him. The envelopes are useless, and he couldn't make it through more than a paragraph of the other book. Some weird thing about wizards, he discards them. The spare notebook lands on the floor. The envelopes land in the seed. Oh my god, so that's where they came from! It all comes together! Ah. The time capsule stores the seed, and on account of some default setting, is programmed to bloom several 100 million years from now. The capsule then readies a new seed. The agent approaches another device near the large monitor. Get trolled by CG in a sane and linear manner. Okay, I got back to you. Are you happy? Sure, I guess. You don't even know it yet, but you are about to start passing out bunnies like they're cheap cigars. It's going to be an embarrassing display. What are you talking about? Yeah, exactly, numbskull. Let's just have our chat, then it can naturally occur to you to be an idiot in the due course of time. Okay. I was sort of mulling it over while looking at all the babies with guns and sitting on ponies and things, and how the reckoning takes them back, and how you said our reckoning starts sooner. Yeah? Are you sure it has to start so soon? Can't we delay it? Ha ha ha! It starts in a few minutes, stupid. You see that countdown clock over there? You aren't delaying anything. Oh, dang. I guess I better get off this meteor then. Well, I mean, it doesn't happen all at once. First, some smaller meteors go, then bigger ones. Spread out over like 24 hours or so. It's supposed to be like go time when it starts. Like it's time to hurry up and stop fucking around and kill the boss, get it? The rock you're on doesn't blast off right away. Too bad, because it would have spared you making a fool of yourself in a couple minutes, and more importantly, spared me from having to watch. Okay, well, you keep saying how doomed we are and how all this bad stuff happens sooner, but you never say why. What happens in our game that's different from yours that make things go so badly? Jack Noir. Who is Jack Noir? An agent of Durst who flipped out and rose to power. He killed your Black Queen and King, and now he's in charge. So you didn't have him in your game? No, we did, but he was harmless. Actually, he was an ally, sort of. He settled a grudge against the Queen by helping us dethrone and exile her, and then he wound up exiling himself, and sort of kept helping us through a command terminal on our old planet. He's kind of a huge asshole, though, but because he took the Queen out of the picture, when we got to Skya, we only had one monarch to deal with instead of two. Of course, it was a nasty, giant, 12 times prototype Black King that took forever to kill, just barely in time before the biggest meteors came, but still. I see. So after he got exiled and all that, he came here into our game and caused all this trouble? No, God, Egbert, you are thicker than that hideous joke book you waddle around with. Try to think more abstractly. Think about video games. What's an Earth game you like to play? Name one. Crash Bandicoot? Okay, I don't know what that is, but I have a feeling it's a really lame example, but that's fine, it's not the point. So let's say you play your Bandicoot and I play my Bandicoot. They are essentially the same Bandicoot, same appearance and design and behaviors, but they are still completely separate Bandicoots on separate screens. So we both have our own ass Bandicoots to ourselves, the same but different. Our Jacks are the same but different too. Same guy, different circumstances and outcomes. Our Jack trumped the Queen but got no further. Your Jack got the best of both of them and is now something higher than a king or queen. Like an ace? Sure, okay. Okay, I think I get it. But how did he do that? What was different about what we did versus what you did? Frankly, I have no idea what the original thing that tipped at the scale was. It's under investigation, but it doesn't really matter. The worst is yet to come for you. Oh no, what is the worst thing? I already told you. Damn it. Oh, hey, sorry, hold on. This little lady is bugging me about something. Yeah, you might as well get it over with and give her the lousy rabbit already. Oh man, I just had the best idea. This is so perfect. A blonde mother and daughter together. This is totally perfect. Perfect for what? Flexing your formidable mental handicap like a fucking heavyweight for the next several minutes? Can he say that? Oh wait, let me check. The answer is yes. It is like that scene in Con Air. I will give her the bunny like I am Nick Cage, fresh out of the slammer. Fuck! I wish I had a filthy wife beater on. Oh well. Reunite with your loving wife and daughter. Oh no. Oh no.
If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? Oh, and I need you in my arms, need you to hold.
What is happening?
My soul. If you ever baby, that would take away everything good in my life.
Live CG reaction. salamander on the drums, dude. I'm sick. This is horrible. I love it. This is stupid. Take us there, Casey. What the fuck is this?
In my heart. So good on my eardrums. Telecaster twang. Twanging into my soul. Alright, now let's bring it back here now. I need some of a little soul. Casey, take us there. Bring it back.
Oh, God. End of Act 4. Psych, it'll be a few more pages. Get trolled by CG.
Dave, what's it smell like?
What?
Your blood? Fuck off. Dave, give it a little taste for me. Tell me what human blood tastes like. I've been so curious.
You're the annoying blind one, aren't you?
Yeah. Dave told me about you. God, too many Daves. It's like this big asshole in a cool guy party, but someone forgot all to invite the cool guys.
Man, I'm telling you, burns like that are unreal. Where do you even get a burn that's that sick?
I bet you can't wait to be a useless piece of shit all day and fall down all these burns.
No, you messed that up.
Dave, is this you? Yeah.
Did you try to draw shades on his face and miss? What's even the point? He's already wearing shades.
It's so perfect. That's so you.
This is moronic.
Dave, tell me what your blood smells like, or I'll make another one. And I know these hurt your feelings.
I don't know what it smells like or tastes like, but I sure as hell know what it looks like. Like a fucking symphony on my retinas. Shit is beautiful, like a little vermilion picnic on my hands. Every day I open my eyes, I find poetry in even the simplest things. Just know one of these joys in life you take for granted, you know, this miraculous gift of vision.
Dave, check it out. I figured it out. This has got to be you. Yeah.
I could give myself a hernia trying to be as big as a douche as that guy. I could try, but I'd wind up like a motorcycle stunt gone horribly wrong. My broken body would flop and tumble around like a rag doll.
Oh God, I can't breathe.
And yet, as much as that guy's the tooliest dude I could ever hope to meet, you and I would still get along famously, because we can both see. Just him and me, having a sea party. Like a couple of eagle-eyed bros peeping shit up into the wee hours.
Dave, can I come to your sea party?
I guess you could, but you'll have to be careful not to stumble around, bumping into all the gorgeous masterpieces hanging around everywhere. God, so beautiful to look at with my perfect eyesight.
Can I lick the paintings?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ableist Dave? No! Dave, no!
Jade, get trolled by AT.
Jade, hi, is your robot nearby? Where you can type because you are asleep? Oh, it appears so. Okay, in that case, are you having a pleasant nap? I guess. I've been pretty busy here. I've had to stay asleep for a long time because John is supposed to wake up soon, but he just won't wake up. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be the one to wake him, but I don't know what to do. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was looking to see if I could see him be awake in the future, but I can't see his dreams or anything. Oh. Well, thanks for trying anyway. But you will wake up soon, it looks like, so maybe this means you have success. I hope so. What am I doing when I wake up? Oh, goodness, there's so much going on, and there's a lot of trouble that you are in. Oh, no. But what it comes down to is that you don't have much time anyway. This is your last day before you make the rift, and then I can't see what happens after that anymore, which is okay with me, because, to be honest, seeing your whole big confusing future and past is kind of overwhelming. Yes, I know what you mean. It's so complicated, and I don't even know what I should be accomplishing. I think using these gadgets and things and my timeline advantages to play pranks on you. That sounds like it would be fun, but you guys never even played pranks on me. You were always just kind of mean. Sorry. I think the idiotic thing about Trollian is if you use it to troll people, I think you're just as likely to get trolled yourself, maybe even more badly, which I think is what's going on here just between you and me. Well, I know I haven't trolled you guys. Or not yet. No, but you sort of are. My friend is going crazy. He wants to talk to you. He left you a message a long time ago on your timeline to talk to him when your robot blows up. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Does it really blow up, or is that another trick? I don't know. I can't see it blow up in your future. Not on screen. I mean, there are lots of explosions all the time. Anyway, too many explosions. You could ask me in the future. Okay, I will ask. Okay, you said, yes, it did blow up, and you talked to him, and, then you said he was actually a pretty nice guy, which I thought was weird. Is he not a nice guy? Not really? Well, maybe he's just been through some tough times. Maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt. For whatever it's worth, I think you're a pretty nice guy, too. Okay, thank you. Also, you seem to be the only one who ever thinks to talk to me while I'm asleep. Why is that? Oh, I guess that it makes sense because you have a robot to let you say things that happen on Prospect, and I'm curious because the only time I ever had fun playing this game was when I was asleep, but now all our dream selves are dead. Oh no! Wait, dream selves can die? Yeah, I never knew that, or even thought about it. I guess it makes sense though. Yeah, so enjoy your nap while it lasts. Bye. Oh, we have an ad, so we'll take a quick break. Ads are worth it only for Shay. Thank you, gay twink. I'm glad I have you on my side. Full of whiskey? Whimsy? Full of whiskey. That was me last night. I had to do something to make that Monday night football entertaining because, listen, I don't know how many of you guys watch football, but Jesus fuck. That was, damn, they had 2 games and it was a 2-pack of ass, bro. Shay's drunk media, that was last night. All right, we are back from the ads. If you want to see drunk Shay media, just wait for the Game Awards. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're doing that again this year. It's a yearly tradition on the Shay stream. Is this them thinking about their fucking dream self? That's funny. Get trolled by GA. Damn, I think Hussey was having a lot of fun drawing the characters in this kind of style, I noticed. I noticed this is really ramped up, this like style where they don't draw the outlines at all and it's just like the outlineless characters. Pretty cool. I hope this shows up in the animated series. Hello again. Are we friends yet at this point in time? I would speculate that we are not by then. It probably is not to be. Pardon? Furthermore, which Rose have you chosen to be this time? The stupid Rose or the smart Rose? I'm a little busy. It sounds like you were attempting to be the smart Rose this time. Please take note of the subtle scorn underlying the selection of the word attempting. Smart Rose should get a kick out of that. Smart Rose is all about subtle scorn, isn't she? That sounds about right. Whereas Dumb Rose doesn't capitalize letters even when discussing the proper names of human monsters in the Earth cinema. I think you should establish a greater commitment to single role-playing scenario. Honestly, I was looking forward to playing along and reading your Dumb Rose script for our next conversation, but it turned out there was a perfectly logical explanation for it all. Imagine my disappointment, while I imagine yours once you finally catch on. I suddenly don't understand anything. What are you talking about? I'd love to explain in detail and cause some sort of time paradox, but you see, and this revelation may be as startling as any, I'm a little busy. I believe I understand. It was I who did something to provoke your scorn in a previous conversation, one which I have not had yet. Yes, that is definitely a conclusion you have just now drawn. The only thing left to do is ride out the next several conversations while you maintain that understanding, and while I maintain the chilly facade that you have grown to enjoy so much from Smart Rose, which shouldn't be too difficult because, have I mentioned, I'm busy. Goodbye. Fine. Keep getting trolled by GC. Dave, I finally got it. Oh, hell. I finally figured it out, once and for all. This is you. Okay, that's pretty amazing. Oh God, it is just so perfect. Just a cool dude and his bro right there, adventuring through time and playing pinball in bro heaven together. Tell me that isn't so fucking perfect. Hey, speaking of which, where is my bro anyway? Haven't seen him at all since I got here. Dave Sprite doesn't know. You can see everything that goes on, right? Or like smell it or whatever. How does that even work? How do you use a computer and know what's going on? It doesn't make any sense. My face doesn't make sense. Dave, your face doesn't... Damn it! But actually, your face does make sense to my nose and my tongue. Ew. I'm sorry, Dave, that you will never experience the sensory bouquet that I enjoy every day, that I ensconce myself in like a warm and comfy bathrobe made of flavor and melody. Oh, okay. So the dumbest and most far-fetched explanation imaginable. Okay, got it. Anyway, I don't know where your bro is. As far as I can tell, you never see him again between now and the rift. Too bad he won't be around to bail you out again like he did when you entered. Man, don't remind me about that. It's so embarrassing. It's okay. I won't tell John about it. I know that's what you're worried about. Okay, cool. But look, you don't need to be upset about not having your bro to lean on anymore. Who's upset? About time the dude gave me a little space. Blah, okay, whatever you say, but that's not the point. The point is I will help you instead, Dave. Is that cool? I guess. I know everything that's going to happen to you. I can tell you before it happens, so you can be ready and not have to go back in time to get killed all the time and stand on a toilet looking at your own blood for 10 minutes. All right, so what's next? First, you go through the gate, and when you go through, you will go to another place in your wild cherry lava land, and you will quickly meet some friendly crocodiles. They will try to eat you, but that is just their way of being friendly. You shouldn't be scared. Why would I be scared? Dave, please. You are crying like a little boy. It is happening here, in front of my nose. Your tears taste delicious, kind of like something you wouldn't know about. A troll delicacy called cotton candy. We have cotton candy, dumbass. Descend. Oh boy. Descend! Whee! Oh shit. Yo! Damn, okay. All right. Rules of nature. The ring. Oh shit. Oh, he's going crazy. Oh, he's killing them all. Oh shit! Jack Noir Jenna route. Uh-oh, he's got the staff. Oh, okay, I see. Oh. Oh, so that's how that happens. Meanwhile, in Jade's dream world, whee! Uh-oh. Damn, he's fucking him up. Oh shit, yo, bro versus Jack, let's go. Squiddles! Oh, so all the meteors are the destroyed pieces of Skya. Or, the gold place. Fuck, not Skya, the other place. Which name is escaping me at the moment. Prospit, yeah, that's it. John, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Jade, no! Oh, he's awake. Ooh, this is awesome. And kaboom. Time loop complete. Hey, it's the song. Day 413. Ah. After the first year of Homestuck, starting with this page, MSPA began including contributions from other artists into the animations. The artists are credited here. Oh. Well. Shout out all these people. Damn, I had a lot of work on this. And sound, of course. Got all the goobers. End of Act 4. For real this time, though. Not gonna rewatch that one? I don't think I needed to. I caught everything made sense. I understood everything that was happening there. This is my final entry. My co-players and I have made every earnest attempt, with occasional relapse, to play the game the right way. I've been meticulous in documenting this process to help our peers and successors through the trials, should we fail. In my hubris, I believed that these classes were relegated to the earthbound, but even this quaint supposition, I was in error. Our otherworldly antagonists have assured us of our inevitable failure repeatedly, while the gods whisper corroboration in my sleep. I believe them now. I just blew up my first gate. I'm not sure why I did it, really. I'm not playing by the rules anymore. I will fly around this candy-coated rock and comb the white sand until I find answers. No one can tell me our fate can't be repaired. We've come too far. I jumped out of my way of a burning fucking tree, for God's sakes. I have used a spell to rip this walkthrough from Earth's decaying network and sealed it in one of the servers floating in the furthest ring. The gods may disperse the signal throughout the cosmos as they wish. Perhaps it will be use of the past or future species who, like us, have been ensnared by Skya's malevolent tendrils. In case it wasn't clear, magic is real. Pardon my egress. You're on your own now. Hours in the future. The war-weary calls another broken planet home. Another cloth his garb, land and rags fit for the wayward. A villain becomes a vagabond. Oh. The recent past is recalled. An accursed mascot is located among fallen brethren, its visage reviled. A rag of souls drifts from the heavens, its owner, a mystery. A boy finds a dead friend, her ring recovered. The boy seems himself in a cloud, his destination revealed. He has the ring! He has the ring! Villain is not the same word as villain. Yeah, I figured that. I just don't know what it means. The big man has the ring. Hours in the future. A mistress becomes a mendicant. The recent past is recalled. A communication device is borrowed. A rendezvous arranged. Oh my god. Yo! Damn! She just beat the fuck out of hearts, bro. Damn, PM fucking him up. She just PM just fucking killed hearts. Don't fuck with the male. Now, unfortunately, that might be a little bit too much. That might be a little difficult. The Slayer is summoned. The collateral presented. Oh, shit. The droll is beckoned. The bargain honored. The boy finds the castle. His courier's path crossed. That's right. That was the deal they made for the package. It was the... Oh my god. It all comes full circle. That's right. The deal was to get the 2 crowns of the White King and Queen. And he actually honors the deal. Yeah, I mean, Jack didn't betray her or anything. He kept his end of the bargain. He's all powerful at this point and could just fucking annihilate her if he wanted, but he keeps his end of the deal. The boy finds the castle. His courier's path crossed. Why do we hear statics during your stream? It's the music. It's the music. The music has like cracks and popples in it. What are you guys talking about? Yeah, it's lo-fi. It's the lo-fi we're listening to. It has the little like... The mic fuzzes up? I don't know what you're talking about because it definitely isn't. Usually only noticeable when there's no music. Is it doing it right now? I just don't believe any of you guys. You're going to have to show me evidence of this because I don't believe a single one of you. Watch the... again, you're going to have to show me it because I don't believe any... So, unfortunately... I can't trust Twitch chat with audio things ever. Nobody, like, I've done this before. I've played this song and dance with my Twitch chat before where they'll say there's a thing and there just isn't. It is really funny how consistently that has happened. Like, I'll ask, like, hey guys, is the audio balancing on this good? And then I'll go back and listen to it. And I'm like, that was not good. What? The Pilantro incident. Yeah, everybody's like, the music, turn it up. It's, I'm like, no, it's fine. I am interesting. I'm interested to see it, but nobody's actually provided a clip or anything like that. Anyway. All right, let me hear this real fast. That's right. That was the deal they made for the package. It was the... Oh my god. It all comes full circle. Oh. That's right. It comes full circle. Yeah, no, that is... Yeah, I hear it now. That's interesting. My line might be crossed with something. I'll have to check that out. My line might be crossed with something. It also could be just interference from something around that has nothing to do with my own setup. It's been there since your first Homestuck stream? Really? It's been in all of these streams? Are you sure?
the hell did nobody say anything until now? What the fuck? That's crazy. Not a single person has said anything. This is unbelievable gaslighting. I thought you knew. No! How would I know that? What do you mean it's been happening this whole time and nobody mentioned anything? Oh my god. I'm getting gaslit, bro. This is unbelievable gaslighting. I'm losing it. Okay. Anyway. Hey Shay, why did you draw clowns all over your wall, Shay? Oh my god. Oh god, the first Homestuck stream I did. What? I'm not even sure if I was using this audio setup. I think there's probably interference from a cord or something that my XLR cable, because my audio interface is over there by the piano and it's got a long XLR cable running across the behind my desk. So it's very possible that there's interference from something it's touching right now. And I just didn't know that. I couldn't have known that. It wasn't in any of the Undertale review script that I recorded. So I wouldn't have known. Bees. The bees! Mark, this is good news. All right, I'll look into it later. That's really funny. I bet you it's probably my UPS. I bet you it's my UPS. The cord does run right by it, so that would not surprise me in the slightest. The delivery service? No, my fucking... Why did I even entertain that question? Anyway, the boy finds the castle. His courier's path crossed. Not the fucking mail company, the power thing. The universal power supplier, chat. Oh my god. Wait, you guys don't have UPSs? Chat, get yourself, buy a UPS. Poof! The mail is delivered and obligation satisfied. Damn, she's seen some shit, bro. Uninterruptible power supply? That's what I said, right? Did I say universal? I meant to say uninterruptible. If I said universal, I was a misspeak. I meant to say uninterruptible. The package is opened. Letters read. John. From what I... What? John, from what I heart tell, you've been through a bit of an adventure by the time you're reading this. That's so great. I love adventure, and I would bet my bottom boonbuck that you do too. I think we are birds of a feather, John. I'm pretty eager to meet you. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that we are going to meet someday. I hear you like movies, is that right, John? I love movies too. Have you ever seen A Weekend at Bernie's? So friggin' hilarious. It's really hard to talk to Jade about movies because she doesn't really know about movies, but I'm sure you know that. Boring. Haha, just kidding, Jade. You know I love you, and I think you're a blast. Okay, speaking of Jade, we spent quite a long time working on this present for you.
It was a big team effort. Okay, I had quite a lot to do, quite a lot of arm twisting to get her to go along with helping me make such an oddball present for you, and so well in advance. But I had my arm sort of twisted myself to get this going in the first place. But then she came around to the idea because she can see the future. Pretty amazing if you ask me. It'll all be clear later. Gadzooks with all this arm twisting, I've been getting a good workout. We should wrestle when we meet, John. I love to wrestle, but I don't get a chance to wrestle with anyone that much. Do you like to get into fisticuffs, John? Scrums and whatnot? Me too. Anyway, you should listen to Jade from here on out, John, because she sure seems to know what's best for you. Whatever your adventure throws at you, I'm sure she'll tell you you can handle it. She believes in you. There's another page in the letter. Dear John, happy birthday. Wait, what? Oh, kicking Christ in a dirty diaper. I almost forgot to mention what's in this box. Sorry, this shit's so small. I mean, obviously it's small. Contents, all that. Happy birthday. Even though it's super late and you probably went through a lot of trouble to get it, I really hope this present cheers you up. You look so sad while you're reading my letter, which is to say the one you're reading now. I can explain. You see, when I go to sleep, in my dreams, I wake up on the moon of a planet called Prospit. By now, you must know about this place. I've lived there in my dreams most of my life, and I made so many friends there over the years. And you were there too, but you were asleep. The fact that you are awake now, I think, means all of my friends are in trouble. You are awake because it is your job to help them. We will both help them. But I know these things because while I was on the moon, whenever it passed through Skya, I could see lots of things in the clouds. The past, the future, stuff about our friends, and stuff about you. Now that you are awake, and apparently at the center of Skya, what? Wow. You should be able to see stuff in the clouds too. Maybe you already have. About this present, my pen pal helped me work on it. He included a letter too. He's really funny and silly. I like him a lot, and I think you would too. It took a long time between the two of us, and I'm sure the present looks like fun and completely ridiculous thing to get, but it's also really important. You are getting it exactly when you need it most. Maybe that's hard to believe, but it is true. I saw it happen already. I don't see everything, John, and I definitely don't know everything that's going to happen, but when I do know something, I always try to do my best to help people in the future, when I'm really supposed to, that is. You'll get the hang of it. John, I'm really looking forward to seeing you when you wake up. It's been nice playing with my Prospidian friends. I'm going to go with Prospidian. Friends and all, but also kind of lonely knowing you were in the other tower sleeping and having lousy dreams. I'm not sure where I am when you were reading this, but I'm sure I'll make it down to where you are soon. Jeez, how did you get down there? Oh well, I'll find out. I can't wait to fly around the moon with you and show you all of my favorite places. It'll be so much fun. Oh, poor Jade. Oh no! Wait, that's so sad! Jack, do you fucking mind, man? Bro, have a little respect, Jack. Come on. Give him some space, man. A boy's grief is interrupted, his ring sought. The toy has taken a new master, the tactician, a misstep. Oh my god! Check. Go, bunny, go! Hours in the future. A regulator becomes a renegade. Oh, this is the one who led the revolution, right? He's got the little mark on his wrist. Good grief, he's naked. Oh, they all do? Okay, that was WV. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. This is the cop guy. Okay. The recent past is recalled. A temple is fled and soon revisited. A nearby laboratory is also revisited, its satellites dispatched. Oh, John is now asleep because he's dreaming. A sleeping boy is found. Rumbling. Ominous. The lab is in flight. Its exits inoperative. Another public servant makes a sacrifice. A citizen's safety secured. A tyrant is retreating. A battleship landing. What is happening? Oh, man. A grandfather mourns. A family tradition honored. Damn. A queen mourns. A kingdom bid farewell. Hours in the future. Her journey through the windswept must be walked alone. Her entourage bid farewell. A queen becomes a questant. And then years. A key is employed. A command station repaired. Oh! He had the ring the whole time! There's another cloud. And inside, a dark laboratory, unused for years. And inside, a fourth wall pilfered from a bureaucrat's office and absconded with years ago. It isn't turned on, but if it was, this is almost certainly what we would see. Recap 2. Hi, Hussy. Oh, the recaps! Oh! All right. This is actually the start of Act 5 here, I imagine. This is it. The actual stopping point. All right. We've done it, boys. We have finished Act 4. A grand success. An absolute cinema. We've done it. We have made it to Act 5. We are 1989 pages in. Homestuck is what, 8,000 pages long? So we are about a fourth of the way through Homestuck. And this story has 6 acts. So I think Act 5 might be kind of long, guys. I don't know. Seven, technically? Okay, isn't Act 7 literally 1 page long? So 5 is about 2,000 pages long, and 6 is a 4,000 pages. Got it. Oh, dear God. Well, thank you, everybody, for watching. To next session, we're going to dive into Act 5. If you have not already, please go follow me and join my Discord server. And let's go give somebody a freaking frackin' host. Yo, my boy Raffle's playing some fucking Balatro. So go say hi to Raffle for me. And I will see you all tomorrow. More Silk Song. Gonna try to finish up the game tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we'll start at 5. And then on Friday, Undertale stuff, maybe. All right. I'll catch y'all. Have a good night, everybody. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Bye.